Our next column, best teacher. Ta-da! So, the idea here is, besides you and your spouse, let me see how I wrote it, who would be the best instructor or mentor for your child, if possible? This whole idea, not mine, I've just synthesized things, I don't have my own ideas, came from the book, The Thomas Jefferson Education. Oliver DeMille, I believe, is the author. And they put a lot of emphasis on 7 keys to great Thomas Jefferson education. One of them is mentors, or who are the best teachers that you can, lock minds with, learn from. And thankfully, we live in a day and age where we have access to great minds, not just through books, but through podcasts and videos. I'm pointing like as if it was me, because I'm pointing, no. No. So that's kind of awesome. I don't have to teach math from my own brain. I have Steve Demi with Math UC. Thank you. So you can say, who is the best person to communicate this truth of these disciplines to my child? Knowing my child, how they learn. That's an issue too that I'm not even going to get into. But another point to that is, what talents and interests do you and your immediate family or close friends bring to the table? What are they good at? What are their gifts that maybe they can help pass on and utilize that? And grandparents would love to be involved. We've kind of looked at our 4 parents and said, what are they great at that we could pass on? So we've done some summer camp type situations with grandparents. My mom teaches music to the children on a regular basis, weekly, but we've done other things. My dad was a gymnast and PE teacher early on in my childhood, and so he's done some PE type things with my children. My husband's mother is Old South, and so I was like, this is who I want to teach manners and etiquette. So we did manners camp with Nana, and the children got to learn how to have good manners, and a lot of that kind of thing. It was more varied than just manners. She did some other things too. My father-in-law's good at sales, so we tried to have him involved with some of those things. So look through your acquaintances and family and go, what are they great at that they can pass on? Again, fitting in with your values and the disciplines you have. And from there, like I was saying before, we have so many options now in the homeschool world. Just math. You have so many teachers. And I think you can tell by now, obvious favorite's Math UC, Steve Demi. But there are textbooks, there are, video, you can get a co-op and have a tutor. There's so many options now. See, find the people who, in science and math and history, if you, and it can be you, please don't ever feel like I'm not the best teacher. I feel like God has equipped the parents to be the best teacher for a child. And it's okay to not always feel comfortable and to push yourself a little bit. And I love doing the subjects with my children because I'm learning. I have gotten such a better education going through as the homeschooling mother. So I enjoy doing that stuff, but I also know limits. For language arts, I teach some of it, but we use the Institute for Excellence in Writing videos to teach language arts. Andrew Pudewa, I think he is on my list for best teacher in language arts. I also put Toastmasters as an organization. I think there's a best teacher for language arts when it comes to speaking and just organizing thoughts and putting them together well. You know, some of my other, literature, the best teachers are the authors. You know, choose classic literature that is a great mind speaking to your child. Right there, you're good to go. Let's see, what were some of the other ones? I'm moving on to my examples part. David Barton, under history, is one of my favorite best teachers. Michael Ferris did a constitutional literacy program I have on DVD I'm pointing to on my bookshelf over here that you don't see. You know, for like if you have something about the outdoors involved or health, you know, it might be an organization. For us, it's Trail Life, to teach like camping and outdoor skills, things like that. Best thing for foreign language, obviously, is immersion. My brother did that, went to Guatemala to learn Spanish, and then went over to France and learned French. He has complete mastery over those and has held on to them. And, you know, my German learned from a textbook in high school, not so hot. So, find the people. For us, the best music teacher was Grandma. So that was easy. But for you, who's it going to be? So look through, find the best teachers that are both in your sphere of, you know, able to have them come in. And otherwise, you know, look for the videos, books, podcasts, whatever it is that best meet your needs.